funky.
Good morning, and today I want to tell about the effect of COVID-19 pandemic in Max company. Now, Indonesia is facing COVID-19 pandemic which already spread to all over the Indonesia region. This pandemic a lot of victims that always increase every day. The latest victim data show that the victim approached until 4,222 people were died and 224 people were healed. This causing a panic buying for masks to defend against the virus. Panic buying make a high demand of masks and also causing the running out of personal protective equipment for medical personnel. This pandemic certainly give a great effect about production of masks because the material of masks is imported from China. And now stock in China is empty because China has pandemic too. And how the condition of masks in your area? Jakarta, please describe your report.
The current condition in Jakarta is very difficult to get a mask because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Still, many people who don't have masks due to demand has increased drastically than before COVID-19 apart. Triple brands is still available, but it must also be in the purse of a reasonable amount. The government has ordered masks of 2 million to be sent to Indonesia. The local craftsmen also began to make clothes masks. The hand sanitizer began to thin out by day. Many traders still had time, the opportunity to take advantage of making fake hand sanitizers.
Okay, thank you for Jakarta. And now Malang, please describe the condition of masks in your area.
In Malang City, the purchase of masks and hand sanitizer has increased since COVID-19 entered Malang. Pharmacies and mini-mart that sells masks and hand sanitizer visited by many buyers who want to buy hand sanitizers and masks. As a result, there is a scarcity of hand sanitizers and masks. As a result of this scarcity, the prices of masks and hand sanitizers have doubled.
Okay, thank you for your report, Malang. And now Surabaya, please describe the condition of masks now.
First, I will mention the limitation of the mask because of the people who cheat to hoard the mask and sold at a very expensive price. I think not only in Surabaya, but in all areas there must be such a case. Starting for community unrest, when report the existence of pandemic COVID-19 that originated in Wuhan, China. Because they panic and have to stem the staple and mass, which caused other countries to become panic buying. So, it become a rare item. Now, we still distressed to find a mask at the pharmacy. If they're suddenly expensive and limit purchase to avoid the irresponsible society hoard the mask. As well as the community, the health center is also a distress to complement the APD or self-protection tool, which is very mandatory for them. And for the short masks are still very limited. If to produce in the long term, we need a long time. Formally, before the existence of COVID-19 and before experiencing excessive demand, the price of mask one book price range in 75 Indonesian rupiah. Suddenly, when experiencing excessive demand, one book mask sold at price range of 200 Indonesian rupiah. Because there are people who hoard the mask into order to get more profit. So, don't care about how cool the health care.
And How to fulfill the max demand when the stock is little? Jakarta, please report.
Max producers are urged to increase the production of their Max in order to break the COVID-19 chain that increasingly spreading every day across the country. The increase in the price of Max is currently due to a positive case of coronavirus in Indonesia, so that its availability decreased. Therefore, an increase in the amount of production is expected to stabilize supply so as to reduce price. One way to reduce the price of Max is to go to the field and directly check the availability of Max for the community. The government announced a budget allocation of 10.3 billion to realize a policy package to minimize the impact of slowing economic growth. Some of the targeted sectors are tourism and manufacturing. One of them, the government increased the nominal in the non-basic necessity cards from 150,000 per recipient card to 200,000 per recipient card. This amount was given to 15.2 million recipients. So the government had to spend a budget of 4.56 billion.
Thank you for the report Jakarta and now Surabaya.
So, I have a solution amid the scarcity of masks to be APD for healthcare. So, if the surgery mask, let it be used for the healthcare that handle COVID-19. For society, we can use the community that have advantage for saving and textile factories to make masks with largest quantities. So that the cloth made mask of the factory, let it be used for the public. And surgical masks used for the health parties. If a small community could make a small number of masks for his own family.
Okay, thank you for the report Surabaya and now in your area, Malang.
My own mask factory in Malang overcame the shortage of raw materials by finding alternative raw materials, such as fabrics from textile factories around Malang.
Okay, thank you for the report. And next, how did the company contribute to handle this pandemic? Surabaya, can you report?
The sure role of government is to conduct social distancing to the community where the policy as expected to minimize the spread of the virus. Because this policy acts to influence to the Indonesian economy. Not only about virus can be an economic crisis that make Indonesian citizens become starving and make other problem. In addition, the government made another policy for conducting a mass rapid test to prevent the spread of the coronavirus in Indonesia. There are also the role model Indonesian influencers such as Rachel Fenya as providing assistance in the form of APD or self-protection tool to the health center conducting fundraise to assist the needy pandemic COVID-19.
Okay, thank you for the report. And next, Jakarta, how did the company contribute to handling this pandemic?
There are so many influential who raise funds to help medical workers in Indonesia. They provide protective clothing for medical personnel and provide masks and provide extra wigs.
In the last Malang, how did the company contribute to handling this pandemic?
As far as I know, there are several companies that giving donation to Malang City. Malang City received a donation from Bento Group. Bento Group donated 1,000 liter hand sanitizers. And not only Bento Group that giving donation, also PT Kandum giving donation too. PT Kandum donated 3,000 masks for Malang City.
Okay, and the last I want to read the conclusion of this meeting is PTRNI as a mask factory imported material masks for fulfill the domestic demand. This factory import from India, Europe, and small factory or UMKM help make the masks for with fabric and to help the government.
Thank you for your attention and
Thank
good
you for
morning.
your attention in this meeting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.